Greetings and aloha, what's going on? It's Mike
Gracie.
and Gracie from LiveMyAssOff.com. I'm gonna take this off. He told me that the water that's going over the falls is 71 degrees. I assume he meant Fahrenheit, sadly not Celsius. But I'm taking this hat off because it's nice and warm out here in the sun. As you know, Gracie and I came to Niagara Falls and we're here for another couple days. We stayed last night at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott. And it was worth every penny. It was free.
Is everybody ready?
Now we're waiting for Randy to direct us over to our tour.
Come on this way. What a beautiful day to be in Niagara Falls.
So we've done the Over the Falls tours. They had tables basically set up at many different points along the sidewalks. It's about $100 per person. We effectively get 4 things. One of them is like a trolley tour around the local area and the rivers and things. Maid of the Mist and Cave of the Winds. 2 very popular things that I know that you've heard of. We got picked up at our hotel. They dropped us off at our hotel. We're on the 10 o'clock thing. As you can see, they absolutely plan for hundreds, well, quite frankly, thousands of people. When we get on the bus, we get a cool little blue tag. If you're walking around the park during the day, you'll see a whole bunch of people with tags like this. It says the name of your instructor. It says the name of your tour guide. And we'll pay attention to him.
Okay guys, so let me explain a few things to you, that way you don't get turned around and you know how to make your way back to the bus, okay? How you doing, girl? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk over and I'm gonna purchase your tickets at the green ticket booths, okay? And then what we're gonna do is you're gonna go back up this ramp. We're gonna get on the next available elevator. Okay, you're gonna go all the way down, get on the next available boat, back, left, right, left, back, for those that wanna stay dry. If you wanna get wet, go to the top of the boat in the front, or don't listen to those directions. Okay, make your way to the exit, so you're the first to get off, and then it's gonna be up to you to make your way back into the elevator. You're gonna go back up, take some pictures on the observation deck, which by the way is the only spot that you can get a picture of all 3 falls. The American Falls, the Rydell Falls, and the Horseshoe Falls, okay? You're gonna come back down this ramp. When you get to the end, you're gonna come to a souvenir shop. Imagine that. Okay, the one thing you have to remember when you leave the souvenir shop is stay left. If you stay left, you'll walk right back in front of those green ticket booths, all the way back down this path to my bus, where I'll be waiting for you with the air conditioner on. And then we'll continue on with the tour.
It's gonna be cool.
Okay? Any questions? All right, come on, let's go on to that next available boat. By the way, kings, queens, famous people from around the world have been on this boat. Just to name a few, Adam Sandler was on the boat, Brad Pitt and his family, Al Pacino, Denzel Washington, the list goes on and on. Oh, we can't forget about Marilyn Monroe. She was on the boat when she filmed the movie Niagara back in 1950. All right, come on, let's roll, guys.
And you were their tour guide for every single one of these?
No, I'm not that old.
Oh, okay, fair
I'm
enough.
old, but not that old.
All right.
All right, guys, let's have some fun.
So both Gracie and I can highly recommend the Randy for the tour guide. He's very cool, actually. And as you can see, the sign from, we saw this yesterday, so the sign from there is 90 minutes. From there, it's like 30 minutes. But as he mentioned, whoop, whoop!
I paid her for that.
I'll leave it in the description below. I'll leave basically the cost of each of the individual events if you were to do it yourself. But to be fair, this is going to be a lot easier for us, and I really appreciate her or his tips.
I'm just going to ask that you step along the right-hand side for me, please.
Folks, is there anyone that struggles with stairs? If so, let me know and I can help you bypass these stairs. Okay, good. Let's go this way, guys.
Thank you. Definitely the way to do it. If you're like doing this before you're leaving, just as a tip, don't bring your luggage. Now, one of the women back there mentioned, she says she thinks this is the best time to do this, and I would actually tell you that we are also the luckiest couple in the world because it is nice and warm. That sun feels really awesome. And the bus was freezing cold. You could hang meat in it.
Have your tickets ready, okay? Remember, I'll give you time to take pictures after the boat ride, okay?
Now, is it just this empty because it's a weekday?
That and early morning.
Okay.
About an hour, it's gonna start to get.
Okay. So, hey, how you doing?
Hey, over the golf course!
You first. You first. So as you can see, all the Americans are in blue. And the, now I assume that if there were a ton of people waiting right there, if you go on this tour, you're still able to take this location here on the right, which is fantastic. I actually cannot think of a better time to be here. This is fantastic.
Oh.
So one of the things he taught us on the bus, back, left, right, back, which of course is stern port, starboard, stern port.
Guys, take a look. One of the first electric catamarans built in North America right there. That's your
Awesome.
boat.
Are they all electric?
That's called the Nikola Tesla.
Or just
The
that
other
one?
one's called James Glenn. Both of them are.
Ooh,
We have two of them.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Yes. Good morning. Yes.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much. And in this tent is where you get your raincoats. As you mentioned in the elevator, adult and children. Thank you. Now it's a plastic bag. And the recommendation of put this on if you want to be hot is something we'll absolutely take advantage of.
No.
It's gonna be nice.
Do you guys hear that? Electric. Dude, that's freaking fantastic. I'm okay with the top. I mean, I'm waterproof, and so is my camera. So, yeah.
I go on the top so I can French.
Yeah, this rock star right here is going on the top. So, it's like saying you want to go to SeaWorld, but the last thing you want to see is fish. My God, look at this weather. Big delta from yesterday. And there's Canada right over there.
The back of the boat, by the way, is the American flag, if you're wondering. There's only one way on this boat, one way off. It's from the left side. That's the one you'll be entering. Now, guys, for some reason you want to head to the top. There are stairs. You want to check it out and you're curious. A good time to actually do that is when the captain's driving back to the dock. There's less mist. Just remember to make sure you make your way to the exit, right? So the honeymoon suspension bridge, which, by the way, you can see parts of it right now. Look across the river. See that concrete at the base of the gorge? And there's actually a beam sticking out of it. That used to be the honeymoon suspension bridge, which is resting on the bottom 200 feet below. That's right. This water is 200 feet deep. Now it's calm on top. The current is moving 25 miles an hour, constantly carving out the river's bottom. Now that's called the Rainbow Bridge because early morning, late evening, you can view a rainbow.
What is the busiest time to be in Niagara Falls to do this tourist stuff? Like a Saturday
Probably
to
a holiday weekend.
Holiday weekend.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
got
probably
it.
the busiest
Okay.
that you'll ever have for this. So.
How long have you been doing this?
Geez, if I tell you how long, I'm kind of aging myself a little bit. At least 10, probably.
Good for you.
Yeah, I love it.
You're good at it, man.
I love it. You
Good
know,
for you.
Pretty much everyone's in a good mood. And
Yeah, right, sure.
And look at this.
Totally. No, we lucked
beautiful.
out big time today, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is Mother Nature at its best.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? All right, guys, have fun. Have fun. Don't get wet.
All right, promise. This sun feels amazing. I love that shiny red ball. Okay, now this is, I really wish somehow I can get a tour of this boat and the engines that are used. Now, so you look at that boat over there and you think to yourself, okay, now see, maybe that's the difference. I would really hope that theirs are electric as well, but perhaps not. Now, the good news is is that you can fill the entire hull with ballast, batteries for ballast. So that would be great. I'm not sure I was recording when he was sort of giving us the spiel about the river, but 25 miles an hour is the current, and it constantly keeps the bottom dissolving or being removed. 200 feet. Yes.
I'm gonna hide in this.
You're gonna hide in there? Smart. This is where all the life preservers are.
I mean, I'm just gonna stay here so shoes cannot be wet.
I think everything up here gets wet. Everything on top, which is fine.
It's gonna be fun.
So even if you're 6'2", and you have, how long are my arms? 34? I'm trying to think. Anyway, you're gonna get this portion of your body wet, and also my, from about your ankles down. Now, of course, he said 71. I'm actually very interested to learn how wet is wet. I mean, I get that, you know, there's a reason we're all wearing, you know, plastic covers, but to be fair, that sun feels pretty darn good, and I think that's going to keep us warm for most of the day. If I get too hot, I can take my jacket off, but anyway, I don't know how much of this is going to make it to the published channel, but yeah, I have a feeling that those that the Canadian boats are not electric, which is very disappointing, actually. I really hope they upgrade. See, Gracie's good. You good? All right.
You just need to do it.
I don't really need. Do I need to? Let's
Well,
see here.
it's up to you. If you do this, then your shirt won't gonna get wet.
I'll put
And
the.
you need to.
Yeah, I need to. Here, hold on. All right, selfie for the thumbnail. I have a feeling if you get off, you know, through the where we're supposed to meet him after, I bet if you go right, you can go down there.
No, but it's, yeah, I know. It's good. But I want, he said that.
Yeah, up
we
there,
can
more
get-
pictures.
Yeah, it's more clear because of the mist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'll rather go up there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're moving. We're leaving.
The first modern Maid of the Mist boat entered the river, made of steel and powered by twin diesel engines. We appreciate and enjoy the beauty of this natural wonder just as much as our thousands of yearly visitors. And we know we have a responsibility to help protect it. That's why we created two of North America's first newly built all-electric vessels. These zero-emission boats offer an experience that is undisturbed by engine noise, vibration, or exhaust fumes, and are unlike any others that journey to the heart of Niagara Falls. If you look to your left, you'll see the American Falls. It is 180 feet high, or about 55 meters. 12,000 years ago, the falls were 7 miles, or about 11 kilometers downriver at Lewiston. You see them now at their present location because of erosion. This happens at a rate of approximately 6 feet, or 2 meters a year. Most of the rock at the base of the falls fell during two spectacular rock slides in 1931 and 1954. The small falls to the right of the American Falls is called the Gracie. And walking at its foot leads to a few footprints. Separating the American Falls from the Canadian Falls is no rock.
Now, as you can see there, further in the distance, that's basically the Cave of the Winds. And what he was talking about on the bus is, you really can't see it probably because of the lack of zoom lens, but where that small falls is right there, where it's falling right there, that is actually the Bridal Falls, and that is where you can get completely soaked. But as you can see, there's varying degrees of soakage, right, as you walk there. I wish I could get an audio sample of the entire program that's playing. That would be pretty good. And so just to let you know, like, you don't really get wet thus far.
They're holding theirs.
Well, we're not there yet. So it's gonna get very wet there. So I would, it's up to you.
You cannot capture with plastic.
All right, I would caution you about it though.
Without whom these boats would not exist. The Nikola Tesla is named in honor of the inventor and electrical engineer. Tesla made history when he harnessed the energy of Niagara Falls to create power that could travel great distances. It was a massive engineering breakthrough. Pioneers right here at Manhattan, changing our lives forever. James is named for the chairman and chief executive officer of Maid Of The Mist.
Excuse me. You work here, right? Is there a way I can get a copy of that audio that's playing for my YouTube channel? I know it sounds like an odd request, but
in 2020, in his 70th year,
because I can't really record it, you know, as we're...
yeah, it's hard to.
You talk to the captain.
Thank you. Mine is Mike's.
Mike. Oh, mine as well.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Yeah, if you have a chance, that's totally
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I'm sure I can go to the website and maybe contact somebody, but
Yeah.
if you get a chance.
I'll ask the captains because it is all pre-recorded.
I figured.
On an iPad that we have hooked up to the
Okay.
speaker system.
Okay.
So if I can get a hold of that copy or something, I'll
Email
I'll
it to
ask
me.
them. They'll have a copy. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Sure.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Mike. All right, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
No problem.
And there's the Canadian version. He actually just went downstairs, and to me that sounds like it's diesel. And actually, as you can see from the top of this, there is no exhaust. 100% electric. God, I really hope the Canadians get 100% electric. When in doubt, always wave to Canadians. They're the second friendliest people on the planet, past the ties.
Its break is 4,500 feet long, or 760
I feel like we're leaving on a voyage.
An almost unbelievable event occurred. A 7-year-old boy named Rodney Woodward was swimming around the falls when he knew the bathing suit in a single nightcap. It was a miracle that he survived.
Yeah, I'd love to get a sample of this audio because it talks about the people that actually went over the falls, successfully as well as unsuccessfully. Now, of course, the biggest challenge is trying to find wife. Oh, there she is, right there. I know those sneakers. So she's getting some good footage of over there.
To the far left,
See if I can get around. I can get above these people, I guess.
international border between the United States and Canada lies. Water pledges to a depth of 125 meters. Water flows into the falls comes from 4 to 5 miles. Water to the Valley River. The St. Lawrence River. Finally, the Atlantic Ocean. As we approach this iconic wonder, we once again remind you that for your own safety, please keep hands and feet inside the boat and do not stand in the seats of the metal boxes on the deck. Please keep youngsters
It's a big, like a rainstorm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Niagara Falls.
Well, that's not so bad. My feet are gonna get wet, of course. Oh yeah, there's a significant amount of water. But I will say, it's not that hot. And let me tell you if I can do something with the lens. It's waterproof, but that doesn't mean... So indeed, this is awesome. But after you've done it, it's kind of like, okay, the novelty's wearing off. Gracie is right over here. How you doing? I'm gonna walk down. Yeah, you definitely only want to do this in the summer. And hold on to the railing, by the way, as you're going up and down. And just as Randy recommended, the starboard side, oh, I can see that in my glasses. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the GoPro, but there's a rainbow right there. Oh man, I hope here. Let me see if I can find it. dry piece of my clothing. Yeah, there's a rainbow right there if you can see it. I don't know if the GoPro's picking it up, but I don't know how many times I've been here. I think this is my 3rd time, but I've never done Maid of the Mist, and so I'm really stoked that Gracie said, hey, let's do this, you know? And I can't remember exactly what her motivation for it was. I believe that she said she just like found it on YouTube. She's like, yeah, what's this Niagara Falls place got? And I said, oh, all right, well, let's go. Let's drive. Oh, God, I really wish you guys could see that, but I don't know. No, it's not just in my glasses. But without my filter on here, I might not be picking up. But there's a beautiful rainbow, like right there. The tunnel over there, I assume, is basically the Canadian equivalent of the Parade of the Wind, or the Cave of the Winds, which is what the U.S. offers, walking down to water level. Significant current. Yeah, so you know what? Maybe the whole 75,000 gallons per either minute or gallons per second was past this into the. I gotta tell you, it must be fun being being the captain on this thing. That'd be definitely cool. I assume this runs year-round, but I don't know for sure, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But the nice thing too is that, of course, this time of year the boat's not full, so you can pretty much like walk around without having to, you know, bother anybody, or if you have to stay dry, you don't need to pester somebody to like get out of the way. There's plenty of room to sort of adventure as I'm doing right now. And here is the captain. Let's take a good look at what they're doing. Now he swings it around and everyone runs from the wind like a snake is charging them. So okay, so I said to myself, now this guy Mike, he definitely does this for a living, knows exactly where to stand and not get wet. But no, he commits himself to the project.
Always.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you today?
Good. How many trips of this do you do a day?
So usually we're here, well, we run boats 9 to 7:30. Every 15 minutes.
15, okay.
Yep, one boat every 15 minutes. Our boat every half hour, so
okay.
Around 24 or 25 boats a day.
Wow.
Usually.
And you're on this one the whole day?
Yep.
You ever get sick of it? Are you like, this friggin' water?
The water I get sick of. The view I could never.
That's right.
The view, the experience, the people, it's all wonderful. No complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's supposed to be a sweet gig.
Yeah, it's
hanging out here, or being a captain.
Yeah, the captains have it pretty good.
I mean, come on, how do you get that gig? You got a train, right? For
train and apply, really. All you need is a captain's license.
That's all.
Yeah, really. Captain's license and an eagerness to be out on the water.
For sure. So. Year round?
Usually April to November is how we run.
And then after that?
As soon as it gets real cold and the snow starts, we get out of the water.
And so what do you do?
We'll do winter maintenance at our dry dock site downriver.
Oh, okay.
In the winters. The captains get a couple months off, and we will start to work on sanding, painting, etc., making sure the boats are in pristine condition for the next season.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I mean, working on boats is fun. Do you get 2 months off?
No.
Do you work 7 days a week?
No. Also,
okay.
But usually our winter maintenance is Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 sort of thing.
Nice.
Pretty easy, but during the summers our shifts can kind of go all over the place.
Sure.
Like last week I worked 59 hours, this week I'm working 44, and next week I have like 20, so.
Oh, right on.
It's all,
good for you.
It's all over the place.
The Canadian boats, are those diesel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Theirs are. And while they look quite similar to ours, yeah, that's the big kicker is.
Well, they look in horrible condition. I mean, I'm also Canadian, so I looked at that, I'm like, what the hell?
That's one thing, honestly, we've been talking about as a crew for weeks, is how dirty their boats are.
Well, because I mean, even at the beginning of the season, wouldn't they have the bottom of the hull like painted?
You'd think so.
Interesting.
Yeah. They took it really hard last year with all the COVID and lockdown restrictions and everything.
Yeah.
they weren't running full capacity boats pretty much all summer last summer while we were.
Oh, right, because the difference in
That staffing,
quarantine.
That, and I hear honestly their boats have a lot of trouble on this water sometimes, constantly going down, needing repairs and things.
Don't you buy a boat specifically for this? That's
Right.
kind of weird,
I
right?
think so. But yeah, they got it pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Whereabouts in Canada are you from?
So my whole family is basically Kitchener, Hamilton, Waterloo. I have a cousin who lives in London. My folks grew up and met in Vancouver.
Cool.
Gracie and I are visiting my folks in Boston for the summer. We live in Bangkok.
Oh, cool.
So yeah. So when he said, "Oh yeah, when you put
Well-traveled, yeah.
when you put these things on, you're gonna get super hot," I'm like, "Dude, this is it never gets this cold in Bangkok."
Yeah.
Dude, pleasure talking to you, man.
You too,
Right on. Be well.
Back down to the exit.
Creating the
See ya.
smoothest, quietest ride for our passengers.
Ah, disappointing about the Canadian boats, man. Come on. I hope they're able to fix that solution, because those do look pretty gross. Wow, that's too bad. I guess no one's willing to invest in it. Let me guess, you met people from Hamandan?
No, this is my husband.
Hey, how you doing?
My,
Jeff, pleasure.
Colette.
Hey, Colette, good to see you.
They're from Vegas.
Oh, okay, right on.
From San Diego.
But yeah, was there for a while. We're in Boston for the summer,
Oh,
visiting my folks. But
Nice.
yeah, we live in Bangkok.
You don't get wet?
Oh, in Bangkok?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
And so there you have it. And of course, Gracie met some Filipinos, so that was nice. But it's pretty cool, and it definitely isn't too short. Like, you really can enjoy it. I'm also very happy to be able to interview the guys that, you know, actually work here, right? And learn that it's really a pleasure to work here. And yeah, it's interesting. April through November, and then basically November through April, they're doing boat maintenance, which is good. Oh, I guess you can dispose of your... There's but as mentioned, don't do so if you're going to go on the Cave of the Winds. At least that's Randy tip number 6, which I'm happy to share. I'll also put a link below to Over the Falls tours, and if you're lucky, and if you would, I would highly encourage you to use them for this tour, but also request Randy as your bus guy.